Welcome to another ride along with this with Doofus. Can't even spit that out. Goggles. And here we are in East Glacier, or at the logging site here. And I saw this trailer. I didn't even know it was out. Like, geez, you know, I had my head down, kind of, just, you know, with all the stuff that's been going on. And I missed this 12-foot wide logging trailer from Linus, and 850 modding, and I saw Freebeard did a video with it the other day, and it kind of caught my eye. So I figured I better give it a go, and I figured what better place than here. And then I got the Viper. This is the one that's on my Discord. I have a link to it that I've got up in the Google Drive that took off Steam a long time ago. What I like about it is the glass is really clear. Looks really good. And it's not been messed with. It's an old one, but it works really well. And I've got modified chassis. So this one, I made this chassis here to do extreme heavy haul out of difficult places. So we're going to see if we can do that with this one. And the load is heavy. It's start up the engine here. 150,000 of long logs. So we're going from here up to Thompson Falls, rustic. So it's going to be a tough haul. We got some big 24.5s from Jasper on here. We got the gnarly tread on all of them. And recognize that engine. It's the ZeeMod's new 3406B, and I've got it up to 805 horsepower for the occasion with the 2950 foot-pounds of torque. So, and like I say, an 8x8 chassis. We might just be able to get out of here. So let's have a look where we're going. Yeah, we got this crazy route out of here. And once we're to here, it's all pretty much plain sailing, except for that corner right there. We'll have to watch for. Then on up to, we're going right up to the sawmill there, not the plant. Good times. 283 miles, so we better get going, because it might be a long video if I have trouble here. So we got lights on, brakes are off. The pipes are almost short enough, but if you're having a pole trailer on there and they're throwing it up on your rack there, those pipes get pretty beat off of there. Okay, let's do that again. Just let out the clutch. Look at that. Nice. That's funny. Yesterday, trying to show that off, and it's stuck on a pebble. It's the way it is sometimes. You ever notice if you stop going into a yard, you're on a railway track, and you're right up against it, it won't go forward sometimes. It's just so weird. I certainly feel a lot of weight on here. I'll get an idea of the handling here pretty soon. Now this thing with a lot of weight on and putting the power down doesn't steer too good, because you can see the wheels already jerking in my hand because of the front axle having drive to it. I get a little bit of a run at this. Get ready to go down in full gear here. Oh, we totally missed that. Oh yeah, we got to put the diff lock in. Forgot all about that. It's got the front axle spinning. Well, we might be able to start off again with the in low with the parking brake. Let's see on the trailer. Once we get it up here, we'll risk a shift here. It's might not be the smartest thing we can do, but we gotta just wind the heck out of it. see what we do on this corner and figure out what gear we can go into. Oh, it's not steering too good. Boy, that's crazy. Oh, I hit the high beams. Yes, definitely not steering. Got that snowbank to help us turn now. Really love to get another gear out of it. I'll use the clutch for this shift to give us the time we need. Let's try to ease it into the snowbank here. There we go. Oh. I've had to do that in real life. Use the snowbanks to turn going up to a drilling site up Tumbler Ridge Mountain in BC. Oh, we're going downhill here. Just put the clutch in. I should really rev it. Wouldn't do that to my own truck, but it wouldn't drive quite as bad as this either. Not that I ever had anything like this. This will be officially the heaviest load I've ever pulled out of here. Providing we get it out of here. Yikes. 1% damage or hit the bank a little hard. Come on, baby. Keep going. Nice. Come on, don't make me shift. Nice. Ooh-wee. Well, that's for the picture right there. So I had a good conversation last night with my brother, the one who thinks he can fly, about 3406s and some of the other engines too. Well, so he was out of it before the C16 came out, so he didn't know anything about them or newer. But he really liked. So I asked him some general questions first, so that, you know, giving the game away. Oh, might have hit that. Oh, we didn't hit that bank too hard. Good. But he really liked the 3406B. Oh, geez. For it's really, really robust and strong crank, good bottom end. He said you could easily do this sort of stuff that we do, you know, I do here, like 805. I'm pretty sure it would be no problem. They ran into a problem with the first, well, they made that 3406C. That was a bit of a disaster. Because they went with a bigger bottom end, a bigger crank. And if you're into, like, I kind of get it with diesels too. I always think of it in terms of building fast V8s and powerful V8s. You don't want big crank journals for racing, because a big crank journal is big in diameter. And it does what it gives you a real high bearing speed. So in other words, a big diameter thing spinning against something that's stationary, like the bearing shell, if it's a big diameter, it's going around faster at a given RPM, covering more. It takes longer to get around again, so it's got to go fast to do it. And you get what's called a high bearing speed, which really heats things up. Really hard on the oil, and it's hard on everything. It's not a good idea. So the C had that going against it, and the E was much better. I don't think there was a D. I didn't ask him. But anyway, yeah, he was pretty, he thought these 3406Bs were a good engine. Simple. Not a lot of weird stuff going on. He liked the Cummins, but they had weird fueling situations. Weird injectors on some of them, like and some of the, you know, the big cams and what they were all about, and pretty weird. Like in terms of you take it side by side, compare it to the KaD. The KaD's a way more simpler and robust and not as prone to people doing weird things to it, because the Cummins were way more peculiar until they got, well, even the N14, but the N14 was a big improvement over anything previous. I remember them because when they came out, I was driving and they used to deliver them to sites or, you know, places that manufacturers that used them in their off-road equipment, like Tundra and those exploration buggies and stuff. It's going to get ugly here. We're probably going to have to... Oh, I just put it... I might rate for the lowest gear, because this corner is going to be terrible. Oh no. I burped the throttle thinking I'd get it to steer. Come on, turn. Uh-oh. Will it turn? We're gonna have to start off in a low. If we can get that truck to turn a bit. Where's the trailer going? It's fine. Okay, let's try that. Trailer brake. Oh man, the steering's Really fight me right now. This is the last, this is the worst. I think this is the worst of it here. We can get up here, we're good. I got enough weight on the chassis, it's not spinning. We're just in such a low gear. Oh no. That's all we got. That's the lowest gear I got. Come on, don't stall. Boy, thanks to CWatt 89 for the torque curve. Of course, you 600 RPM. That's pretty nutty. Poor old thing. Wait till the trailer's up over that hill before we take a gear. So I put a channel on the Discord, and CWatt is, hopefully he can share some of his insights into what's going on with this OpenDef ZeeMods. And of course everybody else can jump in there with anything they've got. Come on. There we go. I guess we can unlock the diff now. Oh, geez. Thought I was on the roof. I could look over there. Looking for traffic. Oh, that was an adventure. Holy. Be interesting when we get to go across the scale. Oh, it's not going to mean anything because I got 8 weight added to this chassis. It's going to read real heavy. I can't remember what the weight of this chassis is because it's been a long time ago.
Someone just got it thriving over. Let's try not to hit the jackpot.
Oh boy. There's the CB.
Thanks for the report.
Let me see if I got that. If that's working right. I should be able to turn that off. Oops. I don't know if that's going to work or not. That's probably nothing to do with... Oh, maybe the CB. Is that the push to talk? That ZeeMod thing? I don't even really know. We don't hear him again. Maybe that is it. It's the old Chevy pickup. Got enough traction to avoid him. So I tried the open def generator, and it puts the engine in all the trucks. Like the one engine goes into them all, but I didn't get it to work where I'd go in the truck and be able to grab the engine. But I didn't have a whole lot of time either because I had a busy day out in the garage and not doing what I wanted to do. Went out there this morning before it got real hot and started just getting ready to start building trailing arms, and Buddy shows up with his wife's big honking, pruning shears with a broken handle. One of the wooden handles snapped off, so I made some steel ones. I actually had to go to the where I buy my steel and get some of the DOM tubing I use for the bushing sleeves. So I figured, oh well, let's go and go get some proper. Didn't want to use some heavyweight stuff. She wouldn't be able to handle the shears. So I got some 1 1/4/16 wall, which is gonna be good. And put some steel handles on the thing. It was a fairly high-end shear and pretty new, so they were worth saving, but geez, put a kink in my day. And then by the time we got back, got them done, it's way too hot out there.
I saw a bear rolling this coast, and I'm backing off the hammer.
Roger that.
But I figure if I can get an 805 to go in each of the trucks I usually put them in, like in the open def, that would be a good thing. Because it's kind of, this is what we're using here, and it's adequate. I got 370 gears here, by the way. And on an 18 speed, 1440 first gear. Yikes. Oh man, low gear, I guess that would be. Wonder how to watch the steering here. Oh, yeah, it's a little understeery. Gotta watch it. We're gonna roll through town here pretty quick because we're gonna be late, big time late. That took forever to get out of there. Don't mind us, officer. Oh no, traffic. Oh shoot, we're probably gonna have to go in the scale here. Should be speeding up by now. I didn't notice this. Oh, we got a wave around. I didn't notice this before, but when you're on the Jake, so when we had a lighter load, like the last 2 days, you put on the Jake, and as it slows down, you don't notice that loop in the Jake sound, but this Jake loops, which I hate. Whoops. Take that sign out with the trailer. I'll show you what I mean here. When we use the Jake, I'll put it on up here. And because we're holding steady for so long, you're going to hear the sound loop. We'll get going faster so we can run it for longer. Gonna wind it up here in this gear. I'll put it on and you'll hear it. If you hadn't heard it already, just listen for it repeating the sound right up here. Yeah, here we go. Here. It's kind of repeating the sound instead of continuing to drop at a really low rate. And I guess it all has to do with sampling the sound, I guess, and looping it. It was pretty bad there in the hills there. Oh, geez, Recon called me up today, and he was all, what were we talking about? Oh, I forget. Might have been a new logging project he's got going on that's kind of work in progress, kind of won't be out for a bit. But he was asking me if I ever...
Someone spilled money on the road. Typical for this time of day.
Copy that.
If I'd been in ETS and tried the RPM map, one-to-one map mod. No, I haven't, so I gotta do that. What I might do, like, I'm not doing the ETS videos again, but I might hop in there, see what it's like, and do an impromptu live stream. And seeing as how, what I might do is do it in the middle of the day kind of thing. Well, not in the middle of the day, afternoon. Get too much stuff to do in the mornings outside before it gets hot, but... Yeah, we're gonna have high 80s for the next 6 days. Doesn't sound like much for you guys down south, but for us here, that's hot. Real hot. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting to check it out. I want to. So what was got Recon all excited about it was, oh, we're gonna watch that sign. Watch yourselves, boys.
Keep taking pictures. Let's back it on down.
Anyway, yeah, so they're using and making their own textures and prefabs and stuff. They're not ATS or SCS. They're not from the catalog. So a lot of custom stuff going on. Apparently it's really high quality. And the logging roads in particular are quite something. And this has spurred Recon on to do even more fantastic logging work than he has done, so I need to check that out. But Tuesday night,
Someone just got a driving award. Let's try not to hit the jackpot.
won't be the time for that because probably gonna be doing an Astralon convoys Tuesday night. One of these days I gotta get back to doing a single, just me playing, or live stream on Saturday so we can, you know, you guys can get the questions and see the trucks and do the things you want me to do instead of me showing you stuff. Unless you guys really like watching the big honking multiplayer video convoy live stream. If you like that, like, I mean, I like doing it, but what do you guys like? The big monster convoys or back to one-on-one with you guys? Yeah, these big tires, 24 9s on here, big diameter. We're getting a good rolling speed with 370s because could have went with 390s. Yeah, we're turning here, coming up. Yeah, she's a pretty wide trailer. So there was one version with another version with 5 axles, but I figured 4 as much as I want to take it around some of those tight corners. See right at the end there, that couple of years ago there was going near on the way down. Sure would be nice if there was a way to disengage that front axle. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Sorry, folks. I thought that Peterbilt day cab over there was just checking to see if it had a logging trailer on it. Would have made sense with the logging site right around the corner. Well, I don't think we're going to make any money on this run because we are extremely late. In the jobs listed at $14,995. We're going to pay all of that out in late fees, I'm sure. But it was kind of fun, like a challenge to get this thing over that mountain there. Big understeer. Now we got to get up this next road. Oh, it's got some tight bits in it too. We're gonna have to think carefully about. There's a couple optional ways you can go on it. I have to think about it. Maybe do a little peer from the up in the roof or chase view and see which one has the less tight corners. Boy, just those two out on the road today with the CB, I guess. So this is the Elk Creek Logging Company skin on there. I got this for the BPM W900 as well. Maybe one other. No, those two for sure.
You got bears. Might want to slow her down.
Even had a bear in the air. Get up on the roof here so we can Yeah, no options yet. It comes up further. Yeah, it doesn't sort of steer with a darn on here. We have to stop to put the diff lock in. Hopefully we don't need it because it's not that steep. Don't have that option yet, do I? No, not yet. Right here. I think I can go straight instead of try it. That's tight in there. Wow, can I just go right across here? Let's try this. Oh, now do I have to go back around to the right? I hope not. Oh. I was saying I wouldn't need the diff lock. No, what would have been better? Come on. Uh-oh. I was looking at my tachometer down here. Wasn't looking at where I was going. I had my hand on the middle spoke. I seldom do that. Got myself de-indexed on my steering. Boy, this has been an adventure, I'll tell you. It's fun. I like it. But you need kind of a specialized chassis like I've done here to do it. Well, let's see if we can get this thing parked somewhere. Could be interesting. Right in the middle. Oh, look at that. Doggy. Ooh, it's going to be tough. Let's see, what's the best way to do that? I always go in from the right, like, kind of makes sense the way you should. You know, what are the pitfalls? Let's do it. We'll try it. You're getting a bonus long video today, guys. I'm sorry. Probably not what any of you bargained for. But it has been interesting. Oof. Gotta watch these, maybe bounce it off these logs here if we have to. Okay, well, let's get the back end over here. Don't know where the turning center of that trailer is going to be with that drop axle down. Hopefully it's not too soon. Oh, we might have miscalculated a little bit. No, not bad around that cone. Or are we? We can squash it. Oh, I think we just might get away with this. There we are. Wow, that was a workout. Well, that's going on there. See how, what $0 looks like here. Late. Oh, we still made some money. There you go. That's better than I thought. Paid for our fuel and wear and tear. So, yeah, it's a cool trailer. I like this idea. It's going to be fun. I think would be interesting is to try and figure out what truck and fine-tune the performance of the truck to make a good hauler for this. Like, man, if somebody only did a Pacific, or the P400 or I can't remember, 600, I forget what it was. Big honking logging trucks. No, that would be cool. But the downside of this one is, you know, and I saw with Freebeard's video, he was having a heck of a time steering it too. And yeah, it's no good. But as always, guys, really appreciate you following along. Look for, if you need more information on this ZeeMod ZAF, so the ZeeMod audio framework stuff, and that channel that I started on the Discord should start, you know, there should be some information coming on there soon. So, yeah, oh, here's this, just jump out here for a sec. Don't know how fast the mouse is going. Not too bad. So the paint job got the crossed axes on it. And, but what's kind of funny is, don't worry, I hugged it first. Jack Attack. Elk Creek Logging. There's Jack. So, yeah, like I say, that skin's up on Steam. There'll be a link in the video description if you want to grab it and go do some logging. And this Viper is the same one that's in the free server. You just got to get the 8x4 chassis. And the different 8x4 chassis have different axle configurations. So this is the regular, or is it the, yeah, short 8x4. I think the long 8x4 only has, it's a 8x6, not an 8x4 like this one. And if you just, when you're configuring the truck, if you just look on the right panel, it'll tell you how many driven axles you got. And when you're going through the chassis, so just a little tip on this, you know, my version of the Viper. But anyway, I got to get going, and imagine you guys are bored to tears. So we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, and bye for now.